Hard to remember these songs.
This year in the bowl.
Huh?
This year in the bowl. This year the bowl we live.
Oh, this, let's see. I don't know what key I do it in. This year, that'd be too high. This year the boll weevil, he lived in my cotton. The big river flooded out my corn in the bottom. Talk about a man, the troubles I've got 'em, but you've been mighty good to me. Yes, you've been mighty good to me. My barn burned down and it was nearly new. A rat must have gnawed a wire in two. But don't get me wrong, I'm not fussing at you, for you've been mighty good to me. Yes, you've been mighty good to me. You've been mighty good to me. Lord, you let me have my family. To me, you never have been rude. You keep my table filled with food, and I thank you every night and day. But I don't enough, I should say. Lord, you've been mighty good to me. My best horse fell and broke both front legs. What chickens I have, they won't lay many eggs. But you know, Lord, I never borrow or beg, for you've been mighty good to me. But you know, Lord, I shouldn't borrow or beg, you've been mighty good to me. Yes, you've been mighty good to me. See, I'd be lying if I said I didn't borrow or beg, so I had to change that a little bit there. You've been mighty good to me. Lord, you let me have my family. To me, you never have been rude. You keep my table filled with food, and I thank you every night and day. But I don't enough, I should say. Lord, you've been mighty good to me. Lord, you've been mighty good to all of us.
Yeah.
When I was a young boy in my early teens, my brother, Peanutt Montgomery, he was a songwriter, and he's one of the writers in 6 Days on the Road. And he wrote some hit songs, and my mom and dad and a bunch of them around the home and friends, they'd brag on him about writing songs. And I wanted to be bragged on, you know. I wanted somebody to say something good about me, you know, in my music. She said, oh, that Peanut said he's never going to amount to anything. He said, all he wants to do is just bang on that guitar and piano and play music, go off down there in Iuka, Mississippi, that old VFW, or ever what it was down there.
Belmont, Mississippi.
It was Belmont, Mississippi, yeah. Belmont, Mississippi. I'd go down there with a guy called Speedy McNutt on Saturday nights. We'd play a square dance down there. And he'd play he played the fiddle, and he played drums. Y'all, some of you older people in here, you might have been there sometime or another. And have you gotten forgiveness for all that? But anyway, he'd play drums, you know, and play a fiddle or a mandolin or a little. He played a little, what they call a tenor guitar, smaller than this one. And he'd play that at the same time. And so he started us out, my brother and sister, Mabel Montgomery, the singer, is my sister. And she did duets with Gene Pitney and George Jones and had #1 records and stuff. That's my baby sister. She's still living, by the way, lives in Nashville. But, so they'd brag on everybody, you know, and I said, well, Mama, I'm gonna write me a song one of these days. She said, Mama said, psh, my mother dip snuff. She'd do this, you know. We had a fireplace and everything. Then in the wintertime, you'd have a fire going. My mama would sit there and she'd go, just like it. You go, well, you're gonna put the fire. And she's a good old Christian woman too, by the way. I mean, she prayed for us. That's how we all turned out pretty good. But I said, and they'd brag on Carl, and I got to hear that, you know. And Melvin, you know, they'd brag on Melvin. And I said, Mama, I'm gonna write me a song. She said, psh, you ain't gonna write no song, you can't. And I didn't have all that well of an education. I got a little bit of school and book learning later on, but they didn't make me go to school much in my early years. And I'd lay out, nobody'd come find out why I didn't go to school. And I couldn't talk plain. I've always had a problem talking. And you ever heard of people that's tongue-tied? Well, I was tongue-tied. And I'd say words and it sounded like I'd said something else, you know. So Mama said, you ain't gonna write no songs. I said, I bet you I do, Mama. And I wrote a song about a goat. And little old song, and it was a good idea. What happened, I'm not going to do it tonight, I'd be ashamed to. But what it was, this boy had a goat and everybody made fun of that goat. It was a billy goat and everybody made fun of that goat, but that goat followed that boy around everywhere he went. You ever seen somebody like that? And they made fun of him. Well, what happened in my song, the mayor's son was in a room and the mayor's house caught fire and was burning down, and my goat burst into the house and ran upstairs and butted that bedroom door down, and that boy got out. And so the goat became the hero in town because he saved the mayor's son. So I sung that, you know, and everybody said, well, boy, that's cute. That boy really thought of something, didn't he? And I thought, well, if I could write a song about a goat, I might write a song about somebody, you know.
Peanut, why don't we do, they asked for you to do almost, and then we'll let.
Lord, that's a book.
We're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold